What's going on, y'all? My name is Koi from Ray of Gratitude, giving you a peace of mind to at least that one person at a time. This is one, one person. And here at Array of Gratitude, I help people find their most authentic pieces through joining the creative journey as well as the spiritual journey. Because, hey, I believe that they both can join, they're both one and the same, just like two sides to the coin. So I'm doing something a little bit different. I'm switching gears, okay, for anybody that knows how to drive a manual car. I'm switching gears. I'm going to be focusing more on cards and the art of tarot. I'm doing a tarot study that I'd love to share with you all and share about my blog here. I have a blog, a written blog called Array of Cards. And I'm writing about tarot and reflection of the videos that I have, but I'm actually more so made this for my tarot study. And the one thing that is different about my YouTube channel is that I'm going to be sharing illustrations in my blog that nobody else can see, because guess what? I'm creating a card deck. So, yeah, and it's a different card deck. It's not the type of card deck for those that follow me. Thank you for being here. I have about 4 card decks that don't have any images. They're all for my self-healing. This card deck is for my self-healing as well, but it's just in a different way. I'm showing you all my illustrations from my heart. As you can see, you're going to be seeing a lot more artwork from me, art by Koi, all right? And I just want to share and drop some coins and my own wisdom and my own uniqueness on how I see and use tarot. And we're going to be focusing on the major arcana, because the major arcana tells a story within itself called the Fool's Journey. If anyone's heard of the hero's journey, it's very similar to the psyche of growing and being a part of the world. You know, from the Fool card, being that child, innocence, right? And stepping into the world with many blocks, many ups and downs, and then being a part of the world, finding its own identity, and then possibly even doing the whole cycle again. There's many births, there's many deaths within this lifetime, especially if you're into esoteric and just that eccentric yet eclectic type of person, because I am. So if you're like me, welcome. Thank you for joining. Please hit that like button, share, and comment below. Just say hi, or if you want to give some more feedback on what's going on, throw in your own 2 cents about any other wisdom that you may have with the major arcana, or just some knowledge that you just learned. I'm here for it. I love it. And I want to thank you for the subscribers that I do already have. Thank you for always supporting me. Any newcomers, if you'd like to support me throughout my own journey, creative journey that I'm starting new again with this new card deck, definitely check out the link below for Array of Cards blog, okay? I'm talking too fast, y'all. I'm a little bit hyped today. And also check out what I do in my business. This all relates to cards and creativity and the spiritual journey. So I'm here for it. I'm here to support you, and I'd love for you to support me along my new journey of illustrating these new cards. So let's get into the reading. So we have here the Fool card. And I'm just going to tell you a little bit of the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. True Heart Intuitive Tarot. I'm just like, blah. This guidebook, like, really, it's really nice. It's like more of kind of like a book, you know what I mean? But it gives more things. So what I'm going to do here for each major arcana, I'm going to share like my point of view on what I pick up on the tarot, just the Fool card in general. I'm going to see what message the Fool card wants to bring to us. And I'm going to share a little bit of what she says in her book. Her book actually is great. I love it. You know, I love the idea that she connects an actual story from her life that connects with the Fool card. I love that, honestly. But so the Fool card, right? This Fool card is about beginnings, right? New start, naivety, free spirit, and innocence. For me, the Fool cards, many Fool cards usually look like they're walking away or to someplace carefree, right? And enjoying a nice day. They got their personal belongings and that's it. Like that, like there's no worries in the world, basically. Um, so let's see what Rachel True has to say about that. Okay. So I also do want to point out the numbers. Number 0 also starts with, to me, it's like a cipher. It's like a symbol of a circle, which is a beginning and an end, but it's a cycle. It's cyclical, right? So I just wanted to point that out. For her in her book, it says beginnings, right? Risk, naïve. Am I saying that right? I don't know. Impulse, freedom, instinct, opportunity. And instead of saying reverse card, she recognizes it as low vibe, which says recklessness, initiation, blind eye, self-centered, fear of change, and delusion. All right. So let's see what the Fool card actually has for us to say. What message wants to come through. All right, so I have this deck here. There's no major arcana cards in here, and we're just going to get into it. And I'm going to use my own card decks that I have to see anything further, just to show you ways that you can utilize my own cards to pair with tarot or other oracle cards to prompt for your own self-healing journey. All right, so let's see. Let's get into this. All right. So what does the Fool card want to tell us today? Right, let's see. I'm just going to pull 3 cards. We got this one. We got Princess of Discs. Okay, we got 2. All right. So we have Princess of Discs, right? Nice card. We have 2 of Swords. I'll show it to you upright as well. And we have 6 of Wands. All right. So let's get into this. I'm really feeling this, y'all. Okay, so with the Prince of Discs here, it's like taking initiative, starting something. As you can see, she's carrying something, right? And any princess or page is usually fresh, new energy, very naive, childlike energy, just like the Fool card, actually. And if you look at it, they're both looking at in the same direction. They're looking ahead. You know, there's she's traveled a long journey on the earth. Discs are all about earth elements. And it's like looking to grow. So we also have this thought, right? It's almost like coming at crossroads, pausing, not quite sure. There's a lot of confusion, but also seeing both sides of the thing here. And then 6 of Wands, right, is that creative energy. It's like wanting to be seen, being victorious that they actually made something out of nothing. It's not quite here. For me, these reverse cards are saying that it's not quite here yet. There's not much of a decision to really make about doing something because you already decided to go on this new journey and make something tangible. So actually, I kind of feel like it's speaking to me. But if it's not speaking to, I want to share this with other people, but it is speaking on my behalf. My point of view is like I'm starting a new project creatively, and I'm going to create something out of nothing. I'm going to be doing drawings and illustrations and actually showcasing the process of my own illustrative project to share with the world, basically. And I'm not quite victorious yet, you know. This is like this Leo energy, like wanting to be seen shining, just feeling like they're on their high horse and just feeling like good, right? Like they just won an award type of thing. I'm not there yet because I'm not finished with my project. But I can tell you what, I do feel like that in my heart. And this is why I feel like this is a great time to start. I'm out of my decision making. I've been deciding to do this, procrastinating to do this. I've been overwhelmed. I've been just wham, bam, over in the corner, down under the table, just all over the place. And I'm going to keep it 100 with y'all. It's been a few years, and I've been kind of embarrassed about it because it's taken me a few years. But I want to say almost 3 years, y'all. I've had this in my heart. But if you think about it, as I'm recording this, it's 2022. 2020, the whole world was upside down. So I had to keep it real with myself. I had to heal some things, move through some blocks, and really wanted to really sit and be secure with where I'm going and what I'm doing and what my process is. And this is what the Princess of Discs is talking about here. If anybody that's watching this that's been wanting to start a new job, wanting to start their own entrepreneurship, even just really wanting to start building or creating something, I feel like this message is really going to hit home for you, because a lot of times we can get so much in our heads and go back and forth, that it makes, it's like we can let time pass as well. Like the sun rises and the sun sets, and then it just goes right back again. We're standing on our own earth, in a balanced way, but not quite seeing things clear enough. And right here, with it being reversed, it's kind of like, you know what, I'm making a decision to actually take a leap of faith, blindly, not by sight, but by heart, by faith, and really see things through so I can feel more victorious in the present world, and have all these things that I created. Oh my gosh. So I'm looking here. It kind of looks creepy, but look at these. These are like eyes. Can you see that? I don't know if you can. It's like eyes. And like with birds are messengers. There's 6 birds as well. But 7 right here with the main one. Is this an olive branch even? I'm not sure. But it's like the birds see them. Like it sees that. And for many of us, we like to be seen, and heard when we're creating things. We want to feel secure about ourselves, because I don't know about y'all, but in the US, I'm American, we don't celebrate creativity. It's not appreciated as much as for the culture. It's usually like culture vultures, and people that are creative a lot of times struggle with being seen and heard, because so many times people get their ideas stolen, or they just don't get their recognition like they need to. And sometimes vultures, big corporations like to swoop down on a creative person and, just flash money in their face and pretty much kind of control them. I know I just got a little dark here, but like that's kind of how things work. And I never really liked that, honestly, because it has happened to me before, as you will learn. But starting new things, though, starting new journeys, it's really good to actually have your ideas in some way, shape, or form of learning a new process. You may not be able to see it clearly, but learning and having faith along the journey and just not being afraid to mess up can really allow you to develop your own process for your actual project. And every project is different, so every process is different. It's almost like how mothers say, giving birth to every child that they have is always a different pregnancy. So let's see with my cards. I'm going to pull from my heart cue cards right now. What is a prompt that the Fool card wants to tell us to think and ponder about? Let's pull this one out. I'm going to get a gratitude attitude message for the Fool card. There we go. And let's get an affirmation from my chakra affirmation card deck. There we go. Okay. So the prompt is, showing up for yourself and taking responsibility for your actions is real commitment. So I cannot say enough. Like when you're starting something new, the Fool card can really speak on like being naive and just like kind of free spirit, like whatever, wherever spirit wants to take me, I'll go, right? But It's also to find a little bit of extra love for yourself, because I feel like it's okay to start new things and be like that and be naive in a way and just kind of like clear slate and just going in. But it's also good to actually feel more balanced within yourself of saying like, hey, no matter what, I'm going to show up for me. And wherever this journey does take me, I'm still going to see it through to wherever my next destination is. You know, kind of like when you get in a car and you're going on a road trip. Those gas stations that you make, right? You fill up your gas tank before you start your journey, and then you go. And until it's pretty much on E, then you go back to the gas station. You might meet somebody, somebody might give you wrong directions. You really don't know, but you're still in it for the long haul until you actually meet your destination. Some people actually have a destination when they're first starting their journey, and others don't. But long as you show up for yourself and take responsibility for your actions, that's the real commitment, because we are always a work in progress. Um, we have here, I play it safe. This is the shadow recognition of the Fool card, which makes sense. I play it safe. I am used to having one-sided friendships, right? And this is the thing, when the Fool card is really afraid, right? And when it's in its negative side or upside down, like in this card was saying, like it's, what was she saying? She was saying it can be reckless, initiation, a lot of initiations you're not really sure. This is focusing on the third eye. So like when you may have like a premonition for say, like you're trying to find and understand what that means, and that's a journey in itself, right? But you don't really understand it until you actually see the thing happen in real time, you know? But just like your third eye, it's for that clairvoyance, and it's also helps you, it's the language that speaks from your intuition, from spirit to your own self, right? So it's like trying to understand that, which is a journey in itself. And it's also activates and helps you understand and trust, because trust is really important with the third eye, what your actual spiritual gifts are. And that is a whole journey in itself, right? Because like I was saying, area of gratitude is where your spiritual journey meets your creative journey. And how your creative journey is synonymous to this is when you're starting projects, new projects, being the Fool card, right? Starting new. Many times you just have something on your mind. You got gifted with an idea from the spirit realm, right? And now you're trying to funnel that in and help understand, like, how am I going to make this into my reality now? How am I going to manifest this idea? And I always like to bring chakras in, the idea gets sourced into the crown chakra, and it gets funneled all the way down through the 7 chakras. And when it meets that root chakra, it's coming into its physical form, because you feel safe, you feel damn sure secure with what you created, and you're loving it. The affirmation for this is, I attract people that help me grow and inspire me. So when you can show up for yourself and take responsibility for your actions, that energy vibrates out and allows you to meet your tribe. Your vibe attracts your tribe. And it's just wonderful feeling to feel that way, because the more inspiration, especially when you're dealing with the Fool chakra, the more ideas come, the more you're loving life, and the more that you just feel like you're walking your purpose. The gratitude attitude card talks about anger is what keeps us in trouble, and pride is what keeps us there. When we have too much emotions that are really stemming from a place of our own but not quite looking at it, it can keep us stuck. It can keep us in delusion and feeling self-centered. And this card is really talking about having gratitude for, I don't want to say having gratitude for anger, but having gratitude that you recognize your own emotions and you can actually take control of that. Anger is very powerful when you're creating, honestly. But when it's like a wildfire, it's just going to burn the whole village down. But if you can actually contain that anger and direct that anger, it's going to get shit done, okay? If you're angry and you ever cleaned the house, what? Spick and span. It gets stuff done. You know, instead of being out there beating up people or on a road rage or something, you know? So, this is what I have for the Fool card. Like, welcome you all. Like, if you're feeling the vibe, again, please subscribe. I'm going to be showing you guys how to use and tie in, strengthen your intuition. That's what I'm very big on. I've used tarot cards to strengthen my intuition. I've made my own cards. These are my cards. This is my very first one. This is my last one. And I have another deck that's kind of like Lenormand, but not really. I'm still kind of making edits on that, so you'll see that on this channel, but it's more so like my own personal card deck that I wanted to create. So, yeah, like this is what I'm doing. I'm not a type of person that reads out of the book for tarot. I'll look at it depending on what type of cards they are, but usually I like to just see and feel into the cards first. What is the card saying to me? And this is a good way that you can actually learn your own major arcana cards by putting it there almost as if it was the querent or the seeker, right? Allowing that energy to speak first, and then pull other cards to tell a story, because that's what tarot is about. It's telling a story, it's looking at the images, and it's actually speaking to your subconscious to describe something in a more a storytelling way, I'll just say. So if you're feeling the vibe, definitely like comment below, like, share with anybody that wants to learn more about tarot. I'm going to be focusing on the major arcana cards in this card deck called the True Heart Intuitive Tarot. And if you like to read, I'm going to be speaking a little bit more about the Fool card, and sharing more of the symbolism, sharing more on just really focusing on the Fool card and what the energy is speaking on. And you'll also get to see some of my illustrations of my own energy that is vibing from the cards, and just my own source. And you know, if you're rocking out with me, you'll get to see my own process of me building, creating my own story that fits into my card deck that I'll be creating. I don't have a title for it, so I'm just going to call it my very own card deck, and you can journey with me too. So I'm excited because this is the Fool card. This is the very first one. And again, if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe. Other videos will be put on here, more so dealing with things about like chakra and using cards for your self-help and your self-development, because I'm really big on that. I have actually a program that has 10 sessions that helps you heal through and remove blocks that may be in your creative aspect, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually, that may be blocking you from connecting and meeting your goals. Whether you're just lethargic or have a lot of stagnant energy that's causing the blocks, we work on that together through creative activities, through chakra sessions, and through other creative ways that I like to use intuitively, as well as just through my own process and my own healing that I like to share with people one-on-one. And we work through that together, and you make your own affirmation card deck. So if you're feeling the vibe, please subscribe, hit that like button again, and let's journey together to understand more about this Fool's journey that may resonate with your soul, and read up more on this major arcana. All right. Check out the links below. I'll talk to you later. Peace.